What is up, everybody? It's Mr. Led here, bringing you another Minecraft video. Today we're going to be doing a new map. I just learned how to download maps, so that's pretty cool. We're going to be playing World in a Jar. The link will be in the description below. It's pretty awesome. I already know where some stuff is because I watched videos on it. That's how I got the idea to get this map. It says, I'm too lazy, so here you go. 1.3 users. Bunch of emerald. That's pretty nice. I don't really know what you can do with emerald, so comment below and tell me. World in a Jar by GT Awesomeness. Awesome Sauce? Awesome? I don't know. I'm not a very good reader. Reading is not my strength. But if I get 10 likes, I will bring in somebody. I don't know who yet. It could be anybody. It could be you. But yeah, so I have not yet to start this series. This first video, video 1. I can see in the far right there that there is a water jar and jars with, I think, animals in it. There's cows, and there's nothing, I don't think. Yeah, there's nothing in that jar. And then, so I guess there's empty jars then. And then there's, right there in the corner, is pigs. So I think I'm going to connect to all those jars. Hang on, let me turn this off. Yeah, sorry about that. We're going to get some wood. Because I always need wood for mining utensils. When I watched the other one, I know there's a PvP village. And sand and a nether. Actually, the nether is right there. If you can see that, it's right there. So that'll be the next Jar Adventure 2. And nobody's gonna game mode on this because I think game mode exists cheating. So no game moding. I need sapling. Saplings, if nice. If this tree loves me. I'm gonna break it, and if it loves you, it'll come back. But yeah, lately I haven't been up to not much. Making videos. Posting them. I'm hoping, like I've said in my previous videos, I am hoping to get big on YouTube. Hopefully sponsored by companies like Machinima, Fullscreen, like my brothers. My brothers are pretty much my heroes. Today we're going to talk about the way I grew up. When I was young, I had a psycho mom. If you watch Aviators Draws, I draw my life, you'll know, but he said that his dad married a psycho person and started a family with them. I'm one of those family kids. My mom was a very crazy person. I still, to this day, I don't love my mom. I mean, I respect her and all, but I wouldn't just go as far as saying love. And my parents, my dad, they got divorced a while ago, actually. They were together for a long time. And, yeah, they got divorced. That was very hard on me. But, I mean, I really never loved my mom. I mean, because she was an abusive parent. And I'm not going to say my dad never, like, slapped me or anything like that. But he was always the good one, the one that I look forward to seeing. And he moved out after they got divorced. And he got his own apartment. And I remember my mom, she punched me, and she didn't just hit like a normal hit that was, well, what we called normal. She just flat out punched me to the point where I almost blacked out. And at that point in time, I just couldn't take a crap anymore. And I got up and I left when she was sleeping. She was an alcoholic. She still is an alcoholic, or close to an alcoholic, whatever. She drinks a lot. She punched me, and I wanted to leave. So I just got up, and I waited for her to sleep, and I left. My dad lived very close. My dad's apartment was very close to my mom's house. It was right on the main street, and we lived on a road that was right off Main Street, so it wasn't that far away. But I ran to his house, and I stayed there for a couple of days, and then my big brother, he showed up. That he was told from my mom that he wasn't allowed back unless he brought me back, and I wouldn't go back. And I remember my brother saying that he was going to beat me up if I didn't go back. And I was like, you can beat me up all you want, because I'm never going back. And I remember at that point in time, my brother just saying, well, you know what, then I'm going to stay with you. So from then on out, I always looked up from my brother, but later on in life, he got into drugs, and I'm not a drug user, and I don't think drugs are in any way, shape, or form are okay. And in our house, if you did drugs, you might as well just be out on the curb, because you don't have the worthiness to be in our house. And that's a good rule to me. Those of you that do drugs, I'm not disrespecting you, because if that's what you do, that's what you do, but I'm going to stick with being a non-druggie, and that's hopefully doesn't offend you. But then after that, my little brother came, and because my mom said, if you want the other two boys, because I had Zach Ty live with their mom Dawn, and me, Kieran, my older brother Kieran, and then my younger brother Keegan lived with my dad afterwards, because she just said that if you want Kieran, then you can have Keegan too. And she really did adore Keegan. Keegan was always her favorite. Keegan got whatever he wanted, just like the younger siblings normally would. And so then after that, life was pretty good. But then I always noticed my dad was a little down, and he was down about a lot of things. Down about work. He could barely pay for our very cheap rent, and it was a one-bedroom apartment. We had to cram 3 kids in there, and then my dad. So it was pretty cramped, and it was very tight quarters. So there was really nothing to do. But my dad, I remember one Christmas, all my brothers came over, and they must have came over the night before, because my dad couldn't afford very good Christmas presents. Like, they were cool to us, but I mean, they weren't. He had shot from my brothers, my older brothers. The hand-me-down toys were actually our Christmas present. And I was okay with that, because I was like, I don't care. They're new to me. But I remember that, because then we all took a family picture, and the picture was like the best picture ever. And all of us got a copy of it, and it was a really good day. And then later after, my dad started dating again, after the divorce was final. And he dated like 4 or 5 women, always told us that they weren't the one, and stuff like that. And then all of a sudden, he met this girl, and her name was Corey. And Corey was a very nice woman, very sophisticated. She taught me a lot that I know of, and I respect her so much. I do love her. She is a mother figure to me. And she became my mom, and I was always respectful. I mean, everybody has their days, but I never really wanted to go back to my mom's, and that was just normally what it was. And then stuff started getting bad with my mom, and she always broke down and called my dad, yelling at him for random reasons. So my dad just said, fine, you can start having them for weekends. And I didn't agree with it, but, you know, kids never get the big saying in it. But I still don't agree to it. I still have to go. We're going on 8 minutes and 20 seconds, so I think I'll make a part 2 of this. But, I mean, it was tough, but I didn't want to go back to the house where my mom had hit me. And I had, a couple years after she hit me, I forgot to tell you guys this, I took her to court, and I was only, I think, 9 at the time. And that's not something that you want to see your 9-year-old son at, is in a courtroom, and the defendant being your mom, in handcuffs and an orange jumpsuit. And I mean, it was very effective on my childhood, but I mean, there's always a rainbow at the end of the tunnel. I don't even know if that's an actual saying, but I hope it is, because it sounds pretty cool. But I mean, I was happy, but then I remember the judge asking me, I don't really remember a lot, but I remember him asking me, did she hit you with a closed or an open hand? And I remember telling her she hit me with a closed hand. And I remember he drew like a sketch of the house, and I'd tell him, no, that goes there. And I got up on my seat, and I remember the jury just going, oh, like he actually just got up out of his seat being rude. And all the jury I remember were being old people, so they didn't know that I didn't know any better. But I just remember that, and it was a very tough day for me. But afterwards, I was excited. My dad took me to McDonald's, and he said that I did a good job, even though he wasn't even in the courtroom. This is the end of part 1.